Hey guys, Mr. Foxtrot 1996 here, and today I'm going to be showing you a project that I've been working on for the past couple weeks. As some of you may know, I've been uploading videos of me unboxing new parts for a custom RC truck I'm building, and this is it. It's nowhere close to being done, but I just kind of want to show you the bare bones, kind of just getting. I've ran it a couple times and it works pretty good. So I would say this is about 25% done, and that's being generous. I'll start showing you what's on the truck and explaining to you how I built it. And if any of you want to know how I built it, just ask me, and then I'll take all this apart and show you the frame, like just the frame, and tell you what parts I used and stuff like that. So I heavily base this off an axial wraith. It has an axial wraith front axle, axial wraith transmission plate, and axial wraith rear axle. So I don't know if you can see down in there, but if you can see that, yeah, you can. You can see that metal plate on the axle. Well, since I used a big motor, this super loose. This transmission plate was never designed for a big motor, so I had problems with the engine hitting this tie rod holder right there, and it was hitting it. So either I had an option of chopping that off and making a new one, or making something that would prop the motor up, and that's what that piece is right there. It's basically just a flat piece with a kick up to the right, and it lifts the whole transmission and motor up. So now it doesn't hit that, or it doesn't even make any contact, so it won't heat it or anything. Yeah, so it took me 3 days and probably eight hours a day for 3 days to finish all this, and I didn't go by any like guidelines or anything. I just kind of pieced it together as I went, and as you can see, all the welds are still, all of them are still rough. Got to sand them all down, like up here. And then what I'm using is a Mama Monster 2. There's the ESC, there's the motor. And then I'm going to make a plate that goes across here that holds the ESC. And I don't have the steering or the receiver box or the servo in here, but the servo will be hanging off here too. And then there's going to be a big roll cage all around it, so it's not really a crawler, it's like I guess a rock racer, you call it. But there's going to be a big roll cage, and the frame's going to be black, and I'm going to make body panels for it, and those will be red. So the paint scheme will be black and red. And right now the truck weighs a little less than 15 pounds, so it's really heavy. I used 3/8" steel. I wanted this to be a lot stronger than it was fast, because I didn't really care about speed, but it still moves along pretty good with this huge motor in it. And then articulation is decent. That's about how much it goes up, so about, I would say, 5 inches. And up here, that's about what it does. Yeah, it's a fun truck. I've ran it like 3 or 4 times. Works good. Haven't had anything break. Well, I bought these like $50 gears to go in here, and it was all lubricated and everything, and I just opened it up on the throttle, and both of them stripped out. So I had to go back to my stock gears, so that was really annoying. And I got a billet made. I think it's made by Energy, and then they call it the billet made T3 axle. And then up front, I got the just standard AR60. And what I'll do is, I didn't want to buy. I was already very expensive, getting up there in price. So what I decided to do, save me about $200, is just get the AR60 axle, and then slowly upgrade it. So maybe put on some new C hubs, but just do it slowly, so I didn't have to buy it all at once. And then my steering linkage, I did get I think it's called an HR, a hot racing. I don't usually like their products, but for that it was fine, so I just decided to get theirs. I think it was $60 for the steering linkages, the tie rods, and this diff cover for like I think it was $60 or $80. So it wasn't too bad. And then my shocks are 103 millimeters shock. So I'll probably go with rock crawling shocks. I was just testing them out. So I'll probably just go with traditional rock crawling shocks, because I'll just get more articulation and stuff, get over bigger rocks. But it can go over a standard 12-inch curb with no problem. So, and like none of my other RCs can do that. Well, they can do it, but it's not as pretty as the way this one does it. Yeah, so probably about another 2 months, I'll make running videos of it in the next couple weeks, and then about another 2 months, I'm hoping to have it done. Probably 3 weekends from now, I'll be making my roll cage and my bumper bar out here, and painting, and then taking it all apart, and then painting it, and doing like stucco in these areas where the welds, there's these little cracks and everything. So, and as you can see right there, when I'm talking about those cracks, so I'll be filling all those up and then grinding all the welds down and making it look all pretty. And then I'll paint it, and it should be done. And it's about 9 inches wide, 19 inches long, and about, I think it's 4 inches from the ground up to the bottom of the transmission plate. Yeah. And it rolls really nice, 4-wheel drive. It's basically just an axial Wraith, but with my own frame and everything. So yeah, that's my my first video of this truck, 25% completed. So I'll be making another video, as I said, in about a couple weeks, and then 2 months from now, and you guys can see the final product. If you have any questions, just comment or message me, and I'll answer or do a video for you, answering your question in a video. And then, yeah, then it'll be done. So, this is Mr. Foxtrot 1996, and I'll see you guys later.